In this video, I'm going to be taking you on a journey throughout my week as I fill in my fitness and wellness planners and journals. All right, guys, today is December the 29th, which is a Monday, and this is actually going to be my day one of my new fitness and wellness journey. I will say I did not do any prep last night or yesterday, which is Sunday, and that's because this is a little bit of a different week. I am off work the entire week. I have a lot of social plans this week. I am meeting friends for dinner, meeting friends for lunch, and things like that. Then we have New Year's Eve. So this is kind of like getting back into the groove as far as fitness and wellness goes. But I think next week is going to be the week. So what is that? The 5th? Yeah, the 5th is when I'm going to like start kind of going more toward like Whole30 as far as my diet goes. This week when I'm eating at home, I'm going to do that. Although I do have some brownies that I need to finish up and I'm not throwing those away. I will eat in moderation, but but I am going to get going full swing as far as workouts go. And yeah, yesterday I did a little bit of meal planning, not really much worth sharing just because, like I said, I am doing a lot of social dinners and lunches this week. So it was very, very minimal. Like I'm going to be doing I prepped some yogurt, some overnight oats for the first 3 days this week. And then I'm going to probably have a few salads for lunch because I'm going out for dinner. And then I have some celery and some apples and things like that for snacks. So that's kind of the gist of my general meal planning. I will probably meal plan again come Wednesday or Thursday for the rest of the week. But that's pretty much it. I did do my metrics already this morning. So it's 10 a.m. I have not eaten yet, y'all. I have not eaten yet. It's been a lazy Monday. So I haven't done my morning routine yet either. But because I'm off, I technically have like 4 hours to do my morning routine. So yeah. So I did do my metrics. So here's like all of my starting information here. I am capturing my weight and stuff like that. Although my focus is not going to be on my weight or weight loss. I even anticipate potentially gaining some weight, especially as I start working out again and eating differently. So I'm not going to be focusing on that, but I am going to be doing regular weigh-ins just because sometimes I think it's going to be interesting and probably even like a wake-up call. As I gain weight, I might even look better because my body composition's changing. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. And I did choose some progress photos. We'll not be sharing those with you guys. But yeah, I did do that this morning as well. So what I need to do now is I have done no setup in my actual daily, which this is where I track all of the things. So I do need to set up for this month. This is the first one, right? Nope. I'm glad I checked that before I did that. I am famous for never starting on the page I need to start on. I've done how many setups now of journals and I started on the wrong page? That's okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I just was writing 32. I was just writing numbers. Yes, I said it was 10 o'clock and for some reason I'm still not functioning correctly. Okay. So I'm going to be using this calendar for my workout planning because I have this journal now that's going to be keeping track of a lot of things, like in an overview format. I don't need to use this now as like an overview for my dailies. So I actually can use this to do some workout planning. And if you guys didn't catch my setups of these and things of that nature, I am actually, let's try some of these pretty pens. I get sidetracked so easily, y'all. I am going to be planning all of my workouts out, the exact workout I'm going to be doing, and I am going to stick with that one. I'm not going to stray from that. If I don't feel like it, I'm going to push through anyway. It's just if I give myself a little leeway, I end up just not doing it at all. So, I did sign up for the Peloton app because I got a renewal discount. It was like 3 months for the price of one. So I'm doing that. Plus that helps me use my rower and my bike. I have Beachbody for like another half year, and then I have Les Mills. I will not be renewing Beachbody. I tried it for like the first time and like do not like it. It's just not my thing. Love Les Mills, so I will continue that one. And we'll see about Peloton because it ain't cheap anymore. I started out like at $12.99. Now it's like $28.99, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and write down all of my stuff. So I'm gonna have cardio in one color and strength training in another color. It'll just give me a quick glance. All right, so that is my week one. I kept messing up here because when I give my massage, I literally have them only work my neck and upper back because it's so bad. So on Saturday, I want to focus on lower body. That way I'll give it a little bit of extra break before I get back into it because I'll probably be working out less than 24 hours after my massage. So then I'll do upper on Sunday. So I'm going to kind of alternate. So I'm doing like cardio, then I'm doing like a full body thing, and then cardio plus a restore yoga. Then I'm doing full body strength training with weights. So this will be like light weights and sliders and body weights. This will be full on weights because it's body pump. Then I'm going to be doing yin yoga, which is more of like a simple stretch type yoga because I have my massage. Then I'm going to be doing strength training with specific body part focus. So Saturday I'm going to do lower, Sunday I'm going to do upper, and then I'm going to add a foam roll stretch to Sunday. I am going to be doing like a lot more stretching, but I'm not adding that to that because I want to do that every day. Speaking of which, I have not done that today, y'all. All right, so here we go. I've decorated, I think like 20 some pages in here. So it is set up, ready to go. So I woke up this morning at like 6:30. I need to write in my metrics for my sleep though. Let's use my icons. Look, I have all these cute little icons. Some of these I made stickers out of clip art from Creative Fabrica and stuff like that. All right, where's the first day again? All right, I'm going to put my metrics from my ring, which is on my thing there. I don't think I have anything else to capture yet because I haven't eaten yet. I am here. I'm going to be capturing a lot of different stuff, I think. I'm going to kind of figure that out as the day goes on. I do want to capture mood. I might even keep the one word. I do want to keep track of the weather. I also want to keep track of my stress levels, which actually be captured on my ring. There's my Apple Watch stats. I'll do my workout here, and then I'll write some notes here because I should be able to fit all my workout metrics here because I'm doing cardio. And then I'm going to use all of this to log any type of wellness stuff plus my food. So that's all I'm doing right now. It's kind of like a quick introduction of what to kind of expect as well. I will be checking in probably after my workout to finish up some of the other logging for today. Y'all want to see something funny, y'all? This is my workout room. So I've been working out in my living room for like the past like quarter because that's where my weights are, but this is like my equipment room. It's the smallest bedroom in my house. Okay, don't judge, please don't judge. This works well for me except right now. So when I went to decorate for Christmas, I have like my fall decor there. I got some winter decor too, but I put it there because I didn't want to like have to go and put it in the closet when it was dark in here. So yeah, I came in here to work out and I'm like, oh no, I gotta actually clean before I can work out. So I guess that's a good way to get my warm up done. So yeah, I just had to show you this is reality of someone who has not worked out in quite a while. You know how people joke that says that they make their bike like a clothes rack? I guess I make my rower a table. By the way, even though I have the Peloton app, all of my equipment is like not the fancy one. I have like a cheap $100 spin bike. This was a little bit more than $100. I think this is a Pro Form, but I got it for like $400, which is really, really good for a rower. So yeah, I just use the Peloton app on my TV. That's like 15, 20 years old, but hey, it still works. And then use the equipment. So yeah, I guess means we were doing a vlog. I figured I'll just show you the real workout room. Maybe I'll show you an after, after I actually clean it up. All right, so now I can get to my pieces of equipment. I can actually utilize them. This room can never really be empty because of the fact that this is also a storage room. I just don't have room to store anything in my house because my attic doesn't have pull down stairs, so I don't use it. But yeah, so I brought my water, my big 32-ounce thing of water, which I probably will drink during this workout. Then I have my planner in there. And then I have this little notebook that just stays in here. I created this a couple years ago now. So I have my rowing stats. I created this like a Microsoft Office. Look, y'all. February the 1st. That's the last time I logged my rowing workout. I hope I've rowed since then and maybe was just too embarrassed to like write my metrics. Probably not though. That means it's almost been a year. Hey, accountability check-in. I'm not going to do this every day, y'all. I just thought it was funny to see the state of my room, being I haven't been in this room in so long. I even had to like update my rower and all of that stuff. Got my Peloton app on the TV ready to go. And my first workout of my new year, like I said, December 28th is, or December 29th is about to get underway. All right, it is January the 1st, so Happy New Year. I'm coming at you late morning. I am going to fill in some of my stats for yesterday as well as this morning. I have not worked out yet. I did not work out yesterday. I had a migraine. Actually had a migraine since late Monday night. I did work out Tuesday with the migraine. It didn't make it worse, but New Year's Eve, I just could not. It was way too painful. So that kind of, threw a wrench in my, workout plans, but that's okay. I'm hoping to get back at it today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some information to, like I said, today and yesterday, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through what I have been capturing in my daily planner, and I do need to update my journal as well, so we'll get into that too. Okie dokie. So let's flip back a little bit. All right, this was the first day, so I can't remember exactly what I shared with you guys. I know I came in the morning and did a few things. So for my Monday, I did a rowing workout. So I put all of my metrics here in this space right here. I did write the weather. It was very important this day because a cold front moved through, a very strong cold front. And I think that may be the culprit for my migraine. I am keeping track of my stress score. I did not capture that for today, so I need to get that off of my phone. I kept track of all of my food. Here's my sleep information. I'm keeping that in this area. And then I kind of wrote some other notes about my workout, and then just wrote some general notes for the day. On Tuesday, I did a strength training workout, so I had to use this box and this box. That's usually what happens with my strength training is I need a lot more space because I want to capture the exercises that I actually did as part of that strength training, plus what type of equipment I used and what size and all that other stuff. So it does take a little bit more. And then I did kind of wrote my notes here about my headache and migraine. Again, I did all of my meals, my energy levels. Did I do energy levels here? Yeah, I did. So I used my little battery. Sometime like here I wrote E for energy and a 5-6, E a 4-5. So I do either or. I am tracking when I wake up over here because over here I'm just tracking like the hours and the efficiency. Again, that is data that I'm getting from my ring. This is my Apple Watch stats. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but you can see how it is kind of filling up. Then we come to yesterday, which was when I had my migraine. So it's a little bit less information. I didn't really do anything here. I didn't really eat anything. I just felt so bad by the time the nighttime came that I was just done. So it's not as much here, but you can still see I'm still tracking stuff. So I'm still tracking my food, my energy levels. Obviously, I just put the E for the energy. And this is kind of where I wrote my headache kind of related stuff. And then today, I love this planner. So this is the Passion Planner daily. I absolutely love this planner because of the fact that it's not dated. So if I forget to log anything for a day, let's say I am sick and I just can't log anything, then I can just skip and go on to the next day. So that's like really something nice about this. I'm hoping not to skip any days because I can always backtrack because a lot of the data is captured somewhere else, and I can kind of remember the general time frames for a lot of stuff. So when I woke up, my energy level, and what I've eaten for breakfast. I do plan on doing a strength training workout today. Obviously, I decorated this before I knew that this was going to be a strength training day. So I probably will write the actual workout that I do because I use a streaming website or a streaming platform. I will write that here, and then I will write all of my the specifics of the workout here. It's going to take up probably a lot of room. And then again, I'm going to do the weather, my stress score, and my mood. That is pretty much all that I'm tracking at the moment, but that's a lot. I mean, you can see this fills up when you're just thinking about health and wellness. That's a lot. So that is what I have now. I do want to come into here. This is my weekly notebook. So I did come in here and wrote in here that I had a migraine on the 30th and I'm going to do the 31st. And I did end up I tried ibuprofen on Tuesday. It did not work. And I have prescription. It did not work. I'm going to put RX. I didn't think that I would be taking this much in the first week that I'm like, oh no, I'm running out of space. That did not dawn on me. Hopefully this is it for the migraine. So even though I'm filling in information, it may be empty for the rest of the month. All right, my stress scores. What I probably will do most weeks is come in and record all of this stuff at the end. But because I wanted to note this, that's the only reason why I'm coming in right now and doing it. So I'm going to write my stress score for Tuesday. Like in this, I do need to write. Okay. All right. So that is it for right now. Like I always say today. That is not it for today. So after I do my workout, I'll come in and do this. Actually, because it's a strength training workout, I will have this with me. And after each when I take a break, I'll come in and I'll just kind of jot down the weight sizes that I use throughout the workout. So I will not be filming a video doing that because it's kind of being done as I'm working out. So I think maybe the next check-in that we'll kind of flip through what I've done after this point as far as filling it in. And I think we're going to start prepping for next week's reset. All right, it is now Sunday, January the 4th. I am so not used to filming these types of videos. I already started filling out things. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to do a wrap up today. So let's talk about kind of what's in here first. I think I last filmed a few days ago. So we'll just kind of quickly do a quick flip just so you can see how full or not full that this gets. Sometimes I write more notes than others. A lot of times when it's full over here is when I'm doing a strength training workout because that fills up a lot of the space. Here was a migraine day. I think I already showed you that. Here we go here. And then this was a day that I went and had a massage. So it was a rest day, so not very much here. And then this was a Saturday. So there we go there. And this is this is all workout notes and things like that because I ended up working out on my sliding bench trainer. So I had to write a lot more notes about things like that. And then this is Sunday. So I wrote down my sleep information and when I woke. And I do have a light headache today, which is a little concerning. I'm like, oh, I cannot deal with another week of having a headache or a migraine. All right, so let's quickly go here. I did do my measurements first thing this morning. So this is still morning time. I do need to run to the grocery store, but I did my measurements, so that is done. So my plan, this is now my wellness kind of overview log type of book. So I have this monthly set up. This just helps me summarize what is in my daily pages. So I am going to come in here and kind of write a few things here. Now, I don't have a migraine, but I do have a headache. So I do think I'm going to note that. Because if you have migraines or headaches, you know that they are very different. Migraines, you kind of lose your ability to function a lot of times. Headaches, I feel like a lot of times I can treat them with medication. So I wanted to put that there. All right, and now I'm going to update my stress score and my sleep efficiency and my muscle soreness, which I have not been recording in my daily. So I need to add that to my daily. I forgot to do that. So yeah, I might not be able to add every single day because I don't know that I'm going to remember Thursday. I can definitely remember yesterday. It was sore because I got a massage and it was a deep tissue and it made it even sore. She told me it was going to be sore. So I'm going to put an 8 for yesterday. But the other two, I'm going to just draw lines through. I'm not going to try to like go backwards and remember that. It's just not going to be super accurate. So I need to remember to add that for the future weeks. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a moment. So for the 30th, my stress score, is it the same as it was the day before? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. All right. 31st, it was 43. When I set this up, I didn't really know. I hadn't gotten my ring yet, so I wasn't sure how this was going to be. And these, I didn't know if it was going to be like a 1 to 10 type score or whatever, but I guess it's a 1 to 100 type score. So yeah, I need boxes a little bit bigger than this. I think I'm going to just draw my own next month because these are a little too small for that. Now I'm going to come and write my sleep efficiency. Again, these are 2-digit numbers, 1 to 100. That is part of my, this is RingCon, part of that score. 86. Okay. So there we go there. So this is going to be, is it 1-5 through 111? All right. So I added in my medication. This is for my doctor's appointment. I do want to write in here. I'm just going to say week 1. All right. That's all I think I need to do in here. I don't really have that many pages per month, so it's not like that much I need to do. But I want to write out like a workout summary. So if I do like a PR or whatever, it's not just going to be like symptoms or issues like that. But this week, my left knee has been giving me issues. And obviously, lunges do bother people's knees. And it'll bother mine. I have to keep like adjusting my leg to kind of find that perfect spot where I'm not feeling any discomfort. But this week I felt it when I was doing squats, and that's very unusual for me. I'm like a stickler for form and things like that. So I usually don't have knee pain when I was doing my squats. And then when I did my slide and bench trainer, I could still feel it slightly there. So I think I might have some inflammation going on in my knee. I have my knee cracks and all that other stuff too. So I know that there's stuff that's going on, but I think it's inflammation. Y'all don't want to know all of that. But basically, I'm just trying to give you like an idea of the types of things I'm recording. I don't really have, I'm going to say week 1, no plan. Socializing. Yeah, I want to put that there. Week 2, there is going to be a plan. We're going to work on that in a moment. Okay. There we go. So that is, see, like I have all of these things, but they don't take that much to fill in. My plan is, unless it's something that like I really want to write down before I forget it, that's not captured in here, I'm probably only going to be visiting this on the days that I set up my planners for the upcoming week, which right now I'm doing it on a Sunday. And that's because this week I actually set up my catch-up planner a little bit earlier. But my kind of game plan moving forward is to do all of this on Saturdays. And then that gives me Sundays to do the rest of my planners. And that'll also give me time if I'm running behind on meal planning or things like that. I can get that done at that time as well. All right, so today is where I'm going to kind of start. Remember I said I need to add things. I don't know if I'm going to create stickers. I think it's fine for me to write here, weather. Here's going to be stress score. And here is going to be muscle soreness. I just don't want to forget that. I don't know. Maybe I'll create some stickers or something like that. I'll keep it pretty. Like right now I'm using the little sleep icon that I usually put over here, but I put that there so that way I can have, no, that's where I'm going to record my sleep. I've done that for all of the pages or almost all of them. Yeah, I didn't do it for the very end, but I did it for a lot. So there we go there. Last thing I'm going to do that's part of my kind of weekly reset is pull out this guy. This is my on-the-go planner. I do have a cover for it, but on all honesty, in my purse, it doesn't really fit my cover. So this was actually last week. I don't think I showed you guys. I don't know why I did all this because I didn't really follow this very much because I ate out so much, but that's okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this week. So this is week 2 meal plan. Okay, so I know for breakfast, I will say week 2, I'm trying to use up some of the stuff I have. I did clean out my freezer this week. So now I kind of know what I have in my freezer, and I am trying to use up some of the stuff I have. But I know for breakfast, I have eggs that I bought them like a week ago. They expire like on the 12th or something. So I know I'm going to have eggs in the morning. I also have yogurt that probably also has like a week-long shelf life now at this point. So I'm going to do, breakfast is going to be eggs and yogurt. All right. So that's probably going to be almost every day. We'll see until I run out. I'm not really as worried about breakfast. Lunch. I know on Monday I'm going to have leftover cauliflower pizza because I'm having that tonight. As long as Aldi has my cauliflower pizza. All right. So I have to do dinners first. I know I'm going to have Greek salad. Some days. But for my dinners, I have spaghetti squash. I think this is going to be like a Tuesday and Wednesday is what I'm thinking. I'll probably have a Greek salad Monday. That way I can prep it for Tuesday. That makes it a little bit easier. If I have to chop cucumbers or anything, that's what I mean by prepping, not actually mixing it together, but like chopping everything up. All right. So we'll do that. Then I think Thursday, I'm going to do a chicken taco bowl because I bought everything for that. It's more like a fajita. So I have everything for that. Oh, that's Thursday. That'll probably be Thursday and Friday. Okay. That's all I'm going to plan. That's my meal planning, y'all. I just need to figure out what's going on early in the week because I know I'm going to do a grocery store run. Probably I have to go to the dentist on Thursday. I'll probably do it Thursday. So I'll figure it out at that point. So what I need to buy from the grocery store, not very much. All right, that's it. It's so much easier when you cook for one, but this is pretty much my Monday through Thursday plan. So that's what that is. So it's very simple. Just wanted to share though, because even though it is simple, sometimes that's helpful for sharing. Now I know if you're cooking for a family, meal planning is not as simple as I just shared with you, but I just wanted to share that anyway. There is something else that I need to do. Yeah, the last thing I have to do is this. I'm not going to go ahead and fill this in on camera because you guys saw me do all of this at the beginning of the video when I set up for this week, but I'm going to do the same thing. I will say Wednesday I didn't do anything, so I'm going to just do an X there. Oh, that does remind me I have one more thing to do. I didn't do anything on Friday. I didn't have time before my massage appointment. And then this day I did change things up. So I did not do an actual weights lower body because like I said with my knee. So I did the Great Flex, my slide and bench trainer. Lower body. Okay. There we go. And then I will do upper body today. That shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to do the same thing here. The other thing, there is one more thing see, everything is reminding me. You guys, this is the first time I've had the 2 books like this where I've had to go in to kind of update everything. I'm going to use this for the days that I work out. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to at first I thought, oh, I'll color code on the days I did cardio, on the days I did strength. Nope. Because when you do that, you can't find the markers and then you get frustrated. So I am going to say Thursday I worked out. Saturday I worked out. There we go there. Oh, it's on a sticker. It's fine. I did not work out on the 2nd. I hoped to work out today, but I'm not going to do that until I do. So this is my workout log. I should have a workout sticker somewhere. All right, so yeah, that works, right? I'm gonna leave this page blank for now. I was looking for another one of these. I think I do have one. Maybe not. Like I said, I might be dreaming about that. But because I'm logging so much stuff in here, I can always come in later and fill in some of my habit trackers. So that should not be a problem. I think that's all I have, guys. I'm sorry, like I'm not used to filming these as I write in my planner over the course of multiple days. So I'm kind of forgetting like what I previously went over in previous videos or whatever. Hopefully I will get better at this because I do plan on doing some more of these videos for like my everyday planning and things like that. But let me know how you enjoyed this, if this is something that you want to maybe see, you know, like once a month, every few months or whatever, because I can definitely do that for you guys, kind of like a check-in, because I'm sure things are going to be changing around as far as what I'm actually capturing. Like I said, these are things that I'm kind of into capturing right now. It might change. This may very well change, especially if everything seems fairly consistent. I'm probably not going to be capturing this every single day. As things kind of get a little inconsistent, I might come back to it and then capture all of this. I might just capture like the efficiency and things of that nature. So I'm definitely going to be adjusting what I track as I find that there are changes happening or things of that nature. So yeah, things will change and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse of what I actually do when it comes to my fitness, wellness, health, whatever, tracking, planning, and all of that fun stuff. All right, guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press that like button. And if you've yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.